a system of differential equations is given by dx dt is equal to minus x plus y, and dy by dt is equal to minus 2x minus 3y plus 5, when t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, and y is equal to 4. Find expressions for x and y in terms of t, and draw a graph of y against x for values of t greater than 0, and describe what happens when t approaches infinity. Apologies for this being a quite long video. So first of all, write down the differential equations and give them 1 and 2 so you can refer to them again. Now from here we try to make either y or x the subject. So from 1 we're going to make that y is going to be x plus dx dt, and then what we need to do is differentiate 3 with respect to t again. So this will become dy by dt, this become dx dt, and this will be the second derivative, so d squared x over dt squared. Okay, and then that will allow us to substitute in to 2. So if we now write down again equation 2 and equation 3, so what we're going to do is we're going to substitute for y and dy by dt in this equation here using these two equations here. So dy by dt becomes dx dt plus the second derivative, and then it will be equal to minus 2x minus 3 times my value of y, which is x plus dx over dt, and then plus 5 on the n. Right, simplifying this, we're going to get dx dt plus the second derivative is equal to minus 2x minus 3x minus 3 dx dt plus 5. And then we're going to make a second order differential equation. So this will become d squared x dt squared. Bringing this over here will now make 4 lots of dx dt. And then minus 2x minus 3x is minus 5x. But bring it over here, we'll make it plus 5x. And then we've still got the equal to 5. So we now need to solve this differential equation. Okay, so the auxiliary equation will be lambda squared plus 4 lambda plus 5 is equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation we need to solve. So using the formula, you can complete the square as well. Minus 4 plus or minus minus 4 squared minus 4 times 1 times 5 over 2, which is minus 4 plus or minus 16 minus 20 over 2. So it means we're going to get complex roots. So it's going to be 4 over plus or minus the square root of minus 4 over 2, which is minus 4 plus or minus plus or minus 2i over 2. So that will give me lambda is minus 2 plus or minus I. Now we have to find a particular integral, so it's quite easy because it's a constant. So if we let the constant be k, then we're just going to get 5k is equal to 5, because when we differentiate k, we just get 0. Obviously, differentiate again, we just get 0. So we're going to get that k will be equal to 1. So the general solution to this differential equation is going to be x is equal to e to the minus 2 t, a sine t plus b cos t plus 1. Right. So writing that out again. And then we've got that y is x plus dx dt over 3. So we now have to find the value of y. Unfortunately, now we have to differentiate this in order to substitute it into here. We've got x, but we'll need to differentiate this. So finding the derivative dx dt from this, using the product rule, we're going to have e to the minus 2t. Differential sign is cos minus b sine t. and then writing down a sine t plus b cos t, and then differentiating this, we're just going to get minus 2e to the minus 2t. So we use the product rule here. When you differentiate 1, you get nothing, so it's good. Okay, we just got a common factor of e to the minus 2t, so we're going to have a cos t minus b sine t, but we've got this minus 2 here, so we're going to have minus 2a sine t and minus 2b cos t. And then we'll substitute this into y. So we're going to have y is equal to x, which is e to the minus 2t a sine t plus b cos t plus 1, plus all of this, plus e to the minus 2t a cos t minus b sine t minus 2a sine t minus 2b cos t. There is a common factor, because we leave the 1 at the end. So we could rewrite this as a sine t plus b cos t plus a cos t minus b sine t minus 2a sine t minus 2b cos t, but put the plus 1 at the end. So this plus 1 will go to the end. Right, if we now try to simplify that, we're going to have a cos t from here, and then the other a will be was terms of sine. So we've got a minus 2a sine t, which will give me a sine t. And then we're going to have b sine t minus b sine t. Sorry, and then we're going to have a b cos t and a minus 2b cos t. So that will just give me a b cos t plus 1 at the end. Okay, so writing that out again. Okay, so just going to rewrite this the following way. So we've got e to the minus 2t a cos t minus sine t minus b sine t plus cos t, if you write it like that, to allow us to find the coefficients a and b. Rewriting what x was before, so it's e to the minus 2t a sine t plus b cos t plus 1. And then we know that t is 0 when x is 0, y is equal to 4. So for x, we're going to have 0, because x is 0, and we're going to have sine of 0, which is 0. So we're going to have cos of 0, which is 1. So we're going to have b plus 1, which means that b is minus 1. And then for y, we're going to have 4, because y is 4. We're going to have a to times 1 to times 1. E to the 0 is 1, so we don't have to worry about it. So we're going to have a to the cos of 1, cos of 0 is 1, sine of 0 is 0. And then the b will be minus 1, so it's minus b, minus 1 of 0, sine of 0, and cos of 0 is 1. And then don't forget the plus 1 at the end. So this will become 1. So we're going to have that 4 is going to be a plus 1, and therefore a is 2. If we substitute here, we're going to have y is equal to 2 cos t minus 2 sine t. So taking that a in here and then taking the b in, so it will be plus 1, because minus 1, so plus sine t cos t plus 1. And then joining these up, we're going to have 2 cos plus cos, which will make now 3 cos t. Minus sine t plus sine t, which will now make minus sine t plus 1. And doing the same here for x, we're going to have the x is e to the 2t, a is 2, so it'll be 2 sine t, and b is minus 1, so it'll be minus cos t plus 1. So we've got our values of x and y. So writing them out again for part B. Right, so we now have to draw a graph. Now, to draw a graph, we just need to use some sort of graphing software. I've used GeoGebra, but you can use your graphics calculator. You can do this with Casio as well. Just make sure you enter your equation in parametric form. So we get a graph looking like this. We were expecting it to go through the point 0,4. So as t goes to infinity, e to the minus 2t goes to actually 0, so all these bits will become 0, so therefore x will go to 1 and y will go to 1, and therefore the system approaches the point 1, 1, as we can see in the graph, as t approaches infinity. So this has been quite a long video to show you how to solve a system of differential equations. I hope you've understood, and I thank you very much for watching.